Roses is a inter-university varsity tournament between the University of York and the University of Lancaster based on the rivalry of the War of the Roses over 500 years ago. How big is Roses? It's absolutely huge. It's the biggest in Europe, and it's not only because of the amount of people that compete, but it's because of the sheer amount of fixtures we have on just one weekend. There's over 100 fixtures. Roses started with rowing back in the mid-60s. It's a very traditional sport, and both universities were very strong at it. And then just year on year, more and more sports got included. To start off with the core sports like football, rugby, hockey, but now we've grown to things like archery, ultimate frisbee, American football, and really there's over 40 sports now that compete at Roses.
The history goes back a long, long time. I think sports presidents see it as the pinnacle of their year.
Yes, I think for a lot of students coming up from the south here, they've no idea what the rivalry is, but they know that this is one of the competitive parts of the year, and everybody does it for fun, but they'd also kill the opposition if they can.
We do take turns in hosting it. Last year was Lancaster, who run it and hosted it extremely well.
I think we've won 3 while I've been in York. We lost last year. But obviously this year I'm hoping to have a win. I'm pestering Sam to make sure that happens.
Last year we did win, yeah. It was quite a big margin too. I think it was won by 11:30, 12 o'clock on the Sunday. We're certainly not here to just make up the numbers this year. We are here to win.
Luckily, this is my 3rd competition. First year I was at home, second year I played away, but this year I'm really excited about playing at home. It's going to be massive.
Sport is such a huge part at York University. Nearly everyone knows someone who plays a sport, so everyone's got a housemate or a friend who they want to come and support and cheer on, and hopefully they'll win.
It's a fantastic feeling to be part of, and hopefully when we win it, it'll feel even better.
So what happens on Friday at Roses? During the day, we've got the American football match, where not too uncommon for Roses history, the two presidents face each other on the same pitch.
Today's the first day of the tournament, and it's massively exciting because we've got both Lancaster and York University's AU presidents competing in the same fixture.
Despite the obvious competition, we have to work together quite a lot to ensure Roses happens, and during the regular season we had a few words on the pitch, which was quite nice, and then obviously at Roses it means a lot to each of us because those big 4 points for the match could mean the difference between winning and losing. So obviously, a bit of friendship aside, it gets quite heated on a pitch when we're playing against each other. What's new this year? This year we've tried really hard to make it more about the spectators as well as the competitors. We have our rugby first game, normally the biggest game of the weekend, and that's being hosted at a local stadium. So it's going to be a great atmosphere for the match.
Years gone by, apparently decades, we've been dyeing our hair blonde. Next year I think we're dyeing it red, but keep that quiet, keep it on a down.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please welcome the York Hornets.
Well, I heard last night we were losing and suddenly we're ahead. We won the rugby and we're now ahead, which is as it should be.
Well, it's really close right now. Last time I checked, we were actually drawing, which is a rarity at Roses. The biggest sport is actually what we're at right now, the rowing. There's overall 20 points available today, and as you can see, we've got a really good atmosphere going here. It's a really important day.
YSTV, UOI and Newson Vision all providing great coverage of Roses. They're really getting the information out there to students down the sidelines, getting the scores back, so they're really keeping people involved. I think last night I checked and there was about 533 tweets going out every couple of hours, with about 13,000 or so people reading them every couple of hours. So it's absolutely great output.
Today's the busiest day overall. There's 186 points available, and there's only 240 overall, so it's a huge day for Roses today.
Lancaster's winning, 21.5 to 15, I think, at the moment.
We're going to get it back from Lancaster today. We're going to beat them.
There's quite a lot at stake for me. I've got quite a good friend who rows for Lancaster, so I want to beat him quite badly here.
York have not given up on this one yet.
Roses has such a special appeal to me. Like, you can have the worst season, you can lose all your games, but if you win Roses, then you've had a good year.
So it's great to be back here. Someone said to me earlier that roses are red. Not this weekend, they're not. So,
we'd like to thank our sponsors who helped us make Roses the spectacle it was. Ensley and Surridge were extremely helpful, and then also to our main sponsors, Ernst & Young and the Annual Fund, without whom Roses just wouldn't have been the same. And they really supported us and helped us make it a great weekend for everyone.
I truly want to see Roses grow and grow so that the stage we play on fits its reputation as Europe's largest inter-university tournament.
The success of the Roses tournament reflects the pride of the students involved.